Absolutely. You know, it used to be, and it wasn't that long ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, that a true gardener's skill was judged by the roses that they grew. And roses were like children. They had to be watched over. They had to be cared for. And a gardener who grew roses was really, truly dedicated to the craft. Yes. Now, here is the science of what the wonderful folks at Cottage Farms have been able to do. This is 3 separate pieces of roses that are so simple to grow that you will be amazed at how many blooms. This time of year, oftentimes, I'll let you in on TV secret, for us to be able to show flowers, either they were recreated in a greenhouse situation or we do a reproduction of.
Right.
No, what you're looking at right here, these are the real rose bushes. Mm-hmm. These are real roses. Look how many there are.
I know. These flowers, this 3-piece collection, each of these are different shrub roses. You will get 3, and each shrub can produce up to 100 flowers. 100 flowers. How much could that cost you to get 300 flowers a year?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't buy my own roses, so I don't know.
Well, here's the other thing. I remember my mother growing roses, but it was wires and trellises,
yes,
and it was
and sprays and chemicals to keep the black spot.
My mother was at war with aphids. I didn't even know what aphids were. These are 3 different varieties. This is Katie Dubow, by the way, and she is wonderful at bringing us really unique. If you want to formalize a garden, if you want to bring an upscale, mature look to any garden, roses will always be queen.
Always do it. And I'm the rose girl. I love roses. And so many of you have told me, I'm afraid to go grow roses just because of what you were saying, Dan.
Yeah.
I've heard that they're fussy. I've heard they're hard to take care of. Well, they have been traditionally, but not this collection. That's why they're called the tough as nails roses. True to their name, they are so easy to care for. They're disease resistant and really no pruning needed unless you want to clip off a few to make a little bouquet or you just want to shape them. That's the beautiful thing about these roses is that they are so easy to care for, and you get these beautiful flowers loaded. I mean, 40 petals per flower.
Yeah, it is a tightly wrapped rose. I mean, there are so many petals on each one of these roses.
They're beautiful.
These are the types of roses that guys buy for their wife when they really said something stupid. You know what I mean?
That never happened.
These aren't the, are you kidding me? These aren't the convenience store roses that come in that you just grab out of the bucket.
Right, no sir.
And the fragrance
the fragrance.
Subtle. It's not overpowering.
Right, they have this spicy old-fashioned aroma, and in fact they do look like old-fashioned roses. So some of our traditional roses, the shrub roses, are not the traditional look. They're still great, but these are that traditional classic rose, but in the modern vigor and the modern hardiness, able to withstand sub-freezing temperatures.
Some roses can't do that, and I admit, on our property, I've got 2 little rose trees.
Oh.
But no, the roses
they're miniature.
The size of a lapel pin.
Yeah.
And I only get a few of them each season. With this, no one has ever seen this prolific of a rose shrub.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And you're getting 3 of them. And these are perennials.
They are.
They will define your property for decades to come.
And they're fast growing. So what we're doing here is we're shipping them to you bare root.
Yeah,
and
but
the reason
3 big. Show them one of these.
So this is
That's one bare root.
And what we've done is this is already a 1 or 2 year old plant. And so what we've done is we just hacked off the top and dug it up for you. So when you get it home, you can expect roses in 60 to 90 days. That's the benefit of planting bare root, is that not only is it easier on the plant when it arrives to you because it doesn't have to ship, those little tender green leaves, but it also is easier on you to dig because, so you see me here digging this with my broken wrist. But the trick here is you don't want to cover up the stem. So what you want to do is you want to only plant the roots, and you dig a nice hole that's about twice as wide and deep as those roots, because you want to give them that room to grow. Now it
used to be with roses that you had to have just the perfect soil.
Right.
With this, don't worry about it.
They'll take it and they'll keep on
red
blooming.
Georgia clay.
Yes, they will.
These will thrive.
Yep.
In Wisconsin, when it gets to be 20 below zero,
These will thrive.
These will thrive.
In the heat, they'll take the heat
Yep.
and keep on coming like many other roses won't. They do like full sun, and I want to suggest this rose booster fertilizer because roses need a different fertilizer than many of your other plants. So this one is our red color, and I wouldn't start fertilizing your rose until you start to see leaves. So don't fertilize it when you plant it, but when you start to see new growth on it, that's when you can start fertilizing. I'd say every 2 weeks.
And a nice thing is, again, roses are a different level of gardening. These are the easiest roses that I have ever seen or I've ever been able to put into any one of my programs. And you're getting 3 of them. Now, we happen to have put these in containers,
right, yes.
which is also a wonderful way to go.
It's an option. These roses at their maturity get to be about 5 feet tall by 3 feet wide.
Yep.
So now if you are growing anything in a container, that will stunt its growth possibly. These are about 20, 22-inch containers that helps them get to their maximum potential. But you know, we had our sea holly on earlier. I would love these 2 planted together. The blues would be so pretty, but you can plant roses with anything. Lavender they look really pretty with, or just planted by themselves. Create your own little rose garden, that traditional classic look that you